And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is given me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control.
Abolish that now. And also, by the way, let's abolish cash. So what should we do? Well, introduce digital cyber currency that central banks issue and control, and thereby gain total control over all economic transactions, decisions, and the whole lot you've just heard from the CEO of the GDI. So the greatest concentration of central banking power in history is really the bid they're aiming at. That's the central bank's goal. And, of course, digital accounts of dissenters and regime critics could be switched off. It'd be very difficult to even purchase necessities. So this is an Orwellian dystopia of total control, the end of any freedoms. That's really what central banks are aiming at. Several central banks have, like the Bank of England, already prepared their microchip implant, RFID chip, to be implanted under your skin.
Store order to the city.
I knew you'd sell out, Amanda, but not this bad.
My friends, to assist in our recovery, the Neo-Sapien Occupation Committee has ordered all Terrans to register with the Neo-Sapien Central Administration at once. During this registration, a small identification chip will be implanted under the skin. This will be mandatory for all natural humans. Those who fail to register will be considered enemies of the Neo-Sapien government and will be dealt with accordingly.
The Sapes are here to help us? What a crock.
Napier.
All right, Shalawam. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalawam, my Lord will, this lesson is edifying. All right, this lesson is going into the MOTB. All right, the Marcus of the beast. Okay? And, you should know why I say Marcus. All right, but Khan. All right, which is the MICROCHIP. All right, the C.H.I.P. Okay, and this is why we see these articles that go into what? Digital currencies, cashless societies. Okay, because the times that we're coming into, purchases, payments, buying and selling are going to be done cashlessly through a C.H.I.P, a MICROCHIP that these devils are going to want inside you. And that is the MOTB. Okay, this is why we see these articles that go into CBDCs. Okay, digital wallet, digital dollar, digital ID. Cash may become obsolete. Cash may no longer be king. Cash may go extinct. All right, because they're getting the world ready for the CHIP. And I put those clips in the beginning. All right, the clips that are in the beginning. All right, from a cartoon, and which that's predictive programming. Esau putting what's going to take place, basically in the future, or he puts his plans and things like that in his movies, his TV shows, television, video games, so on and so forth. All right. And what Esau wants to do is bring forth this CHIP. All right. Where you will not be able to buy and sell. All right. Make purchases, payments without it. And actually, I have this article. OK, it says in Sweden, technology is close to making cash a thing of the past. All aboard with the cashless society. All right. Now, this article is basically going to what? Cashless society. Now, when you drop down, all right, what's going to be brought up? It says handy payments. Literally, to some people, the cashless experience is more than skin deep. They've got a MICROCHIP in their hand, which can store different kinds of data from ID to door opening blips, train tickets, and even bank cards. This makes it possible to pay, all right, make purchases, payments to pay by simply waving the hand. Okay, and that's the point. All right, the MOTB. All right, the MICROCHIP. Now I have these two precepts because just a simple, quick lesson. All right, Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a Markus in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the Markus, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, because like I was saying, all right, you will not, the times we're coming into, you will not be able to buy and sell. You will not be able to make purchases. You will not be able to make payments, all right, unless you have this C.H.I.P. All right, that's the Markus. I'm going to read it again. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a Markus in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the Markus. Okay? You will not be able to buy and sell without it. This is going to be the way of paying. This is going to be the way of making purchases, making payments, the C.H.I.P. This is why we see these articles of what? Cashless societies. Okay? Because this is going to be the way of paying. All right? You won't be able to pay without it. Okay? All right? Now let's get Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, because according to the scriptures, us Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are not to receive the C.H.I.P. All right, we are not to receive, okay, the MOTB. All right, but instead in those times, we're supposed to trust in the Lord. This is why, the scriptures speak about in the book of Matthew, the scriptures say, take no thought, saying, what shall you eat or what shall you drink? The scripture says in the book of Isaiah, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. The scriptures go into different basic examples of the Lord, all right, doing miracles for our forefathers, all right. Remember how the Lord, commanded the ravens to bring Elijah food, all right. You read the book of Bel and the Dragon, how the Lord had an angel teleport Habakkuk to Daniel so Daniel could eat, okay. We're going to have faith and trust in the Lord. The scripture says also in Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20, all right, the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord YAHAWAH bahasham, the Holy One of Israel in truth. And when you go into that word stay, it goes into to lean on, to depend on, to trust in. And the scripture says, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord and whose hope the Lord is, roughly paraphrasing. All right, that's what we're gonna have to do instead of running the Esau and taking his C.H.I.P. and taking the Markus, man. All right, we're not supposed to take it. Instead, we're supposed to trust in the Lord. So let's read this. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his Markus in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High YAHAWAH bahasham, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You're going to take part in the destruction, the fire, the missiles, man. Okay? If you receive the C.H.I.P. And this is why we're not supposed to take it. Okay? All right? So that's really it, man. And Esau, he's gonna come basically, he's gonna want, all right, the children of Israel to take the C.H.I.P. Don't be surprised if you have celebrities promoting it. Don't be surprised if and you can also think about famine, because famine is coming. All right, and famine goes into the extreme scarcity, all right, lack, shortage of food. And if I'm not mistaken, the archaic definition goes into hunger. But speaking of famine, all right, a famine might be how can I say it? Might be it's a word I'm looking for. The scriptures speak about how many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. All right. Well, a way that people are going to try to escape the hunger, All right, a way people are going to try to escape famine is by receiving the C.H.I.P. You see, that's what people are you know, people are going to try to take the C.H.I.P. to escape hunger, to escape starvation, you know, to escape famine. Okay. All right. It's a image that I saw of a Walmart that was changed into a FEMA camp, and there was a line of people. Now, it was a sign that said something like water, supplies, resources, shelter. And there was another sign saying basically you had to receive the C.H.I.P. All right. It was indicating that you had to receive the Markus in order to get access to the food, water, supplies, resources. And you had all these people lined up. You see? So people are going to try to receive the C.H.I.P. to escape, all right, hunger. But the scriptures say the sword, all right, shall the sword destroy. And we know that the missiles are the ultimate sword, you know, that you read of in the scriptures. Isaiah chapter, I believe, 34. All right, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. That's speaking of the missiles. Okay, but see, we're not supposed to take the C.H.I.P. Instead, we're supposed to trust in the Lord. So I'm gonna close it out there. Give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalawam.